national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, and the home field for the Navy midshipmen, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kick this away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, and he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds. They'll spot it up at the 47-yard line. Great job by the returner. Throw now on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Tackle finally made at the 37. Only 1st and 10 from there.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
They'll try the left side with a toss. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Baker. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
This Navy offense is quickly moving down the field. It's an option look. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here we go. Navy lines up first and goal. He keeps it on a design run. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Handoff here from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game. The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
All it took was one explosive play to move the ball across midfield. First down to the 48. The shotgun handoff here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made over the middle. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Pirates lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass not complete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Stevens. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Oh, what a grab! Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the option play. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
On the move now. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Now they'll run it on the toss. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, East Carolina. They connect for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Leonard takes the toss, runs to his left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. And the back now goes in motion. Toss it to the back, running left. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They're going to run the option. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long.
Coming up, 4th down.
Bad coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for 4th down.
Here we go.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 3rd down, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. Now here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Midshipman.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Handing off on the draw play. Has the 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
Well, the timing and the fake on this play was so good, you almost think it's like a magical act, right? The magician is showing you something, and then you realize it's not really there. He's creating an illusion, and the illusion was that they're going to throw the football. It looked like a pass play, but instead, they turned it into a draw. The offensive linemen were able to get out in front. They drew the defensive line upfield and beat them at their own game. That's why they picked up big yards in the secondary.
The Pirates line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Touchdown, Pirates. Add 6 more points to the total. You talk about paying a price in the pocket for your team to deliver a touchdown throw.
Great job by this quarterback. And I'm going to tell you something. When this offense watches the film and they see the quarterback, the hit that he took, this is how you get rewarded, not only with a touchdown, but also the way your team starts to admire you and respect you as a player.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. They'll kick it away here. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This will likely be the last play of the half. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And they'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the second quarter with a big play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Receiver makes the grab.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
An important third down attempt for this offense. With the gun now on third down. Pulls it in. It's Stevens. The Pirates pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Pirates look to keep this drive moving. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. Send the back in motion. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Really smart play call. Anytime you can use the defense's aggression against them, you do it. And eventually, you'll catch them out of position and potentially hit a big play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
With the catch, it's Baker. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. It's a toss to the left side. Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got it behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take a lead in this game at some point.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Fighting off the defender. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Baker. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The midshipman operating from the red zone now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The midshipmen come to the line on 1st and goal. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
It's now 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Wants to throw it. The pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made on the right side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
We saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff going to the outside. Good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
1st down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's 2nd down. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for 2 teams testing testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
Well, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
The Pirates looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. The Pirates will have 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Looking right, this one caught. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense has got this drive going now. A killer penalty to extend it. A fresh set of downs now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Second down, we're going to throw it. Touchdown, East Carolina. That's how you finish a play. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Look at the pass here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable.
Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Using his legs on the scramble. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Turns it loose downfield. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking for a receiver. Quick throw, testing the middle. He's got it in the open. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. The offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. They're going to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Navy.
Well, that's the first step, Chris. They get the touchdown to bring them within one score, and now they got to get the ball back. They have to stay focused here. They're going to need a little luck with such little time remaining.
So after the touchdown, they'll go for two to get within a field goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick two. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Number 14, set to kick off.
They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Running with purpose. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Pirates. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Back in motion now. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Rough start with the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking to scramble. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. That's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He's a throw underneath to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's a quick grab.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. He lets it rip. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Navy getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's brought down in what's going to be the final play of this game, and the defense can start to celebrate. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.